This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. The Tampa Bay Immigrant Solidarity Network will hold a press conference today demanding that the St. Petersburg Police Department and Mayor Ken Welch end the city's 287G agreement with ICE. The group contends the voluntary agreement signed by Chief Anthony Holloway on February 27th without public input effectively turns local officials into ICE agents, encouraging racial profiling and authorizing selected officers to identify, arrest, and process certain people for immigration enforcement and possible deportation. Press conference will take place at 1:30 this afternoon in front of the St. Petersburg Police Station, located at 1301 First Avenue North. Saying there is no harder decision, the U.S. Coast Guard officially suspended the search last night for two missing boaters who left on a fishing trip from Fort Meyers last week and never returned. WFLA is reporting that Randall Spivey and his nephew Brandon left early Friday morning from a residential dock, and they were supposed to return home that afternoon. A few hours later, their 42-foot boat was discovered still in gear, roughly 70 miles offshore, but the men were nowhere to be found. The Coast Guard said their search covered approximately 6,700 square miles based on the boaters' last known position. That search has now been suspended pending the development of any new information. The FBI will lead the missing person investigation. Last week, the Sarasota County Commission approved a project that will bring 500 homes, 300 hotel rooms, and 85,000 square feet of commercial space. WMNF's Chris Young reports that it's the last section of the Palmer Ranch development, which was approved by the city in 1984.
County commissioners approved 4 land use changes to allow the project, which is south of State Road 681, west of I-75, and east of Honore Avenue. The vote was 4-0, with City Council Chair Joe Nunder recusing himself. Nunder's mother and others spoke against the move during public comment, calling the project too dense with worries about traffic. Lourdes Ramirez is with the Sarasota County Council of Neighborhood Associations.
Well, we urge you to deny this petition and ask them to go back to the drawing board and reduce the scale of this development.
In response, developers say only 29 of the 138 acres will have development on it. Councilmember Teresa Mast spoke in support of the project.
I thank you for the time that you've taken to be as thoughtful in preserving the land that you've preserved while making it people's homes. Because I believe that if we had more developers like what y'all have done, holy cow.
Chris Young, WMNF News.
An invasive soft coral has been spotted in Hawaii and Puerto Rico, and the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration is warning Florida to start preparing. WMNF's Leah Burdick reports on why Florida needs to be on the lookout.
Xenia pulse corals are soft corals that look similar to a flower with tentacles that pulsate. Dina Wuschnitt-Mendez is a member of the NOAA Conservation Reef Program in Florida. She says Florida has not seen any of these invasive soft corals, but Puerto Rico is facing an outbreak of 2 different species.
We're trying to kind of get our ducks in a row here in Florida to communicate about these species and what they look like and what impacts they have so that we can be ready to take action if they should be observed on the coral reefs of Florida.
These soft corals are often sold for home aquariums, but careless hobbyists release them into the ocean.
Really, they carpet the ocean floor and they smother out and outcompete all of the native corals and native seagrasses that are the natural habitat.
These soft corals have not reached Florida yet, but Mendez stresses that reefs will face devastating impacts if they do invade. To learn more about Xenia pulse corals, visit WMNF.org. For WMNF News, I'm Leah Burdick.
In weather, it's going to be mostly sunny and warm today with a high of 81. Lows tonight will be around 60 degrees, and the same forecast is on tap for Wednesday.
This is The Scoop.
recorded at WMNF Tampa.